Hey guys, Merhnush here from Ross IELTS Academy. In this video, I want to talk about a question type in IELTS listening that you might have big problems with. Like, you open the test paper, you see it, you close it and say, why this question type? Why me? I'm talking about maps in the listening skill. So in this video, we will learn how to tackle map labeling in IELTS listening. Before we do that, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to mark up in a short time. If you're ready, we can get started. Okay, as you see here, we have a map. You will also see something like this on exam day. As you can see, the question says, label the map below. Write the correct letter A to I next to questions 15 to 20. This is the map of a farm, and I know it since it was mentioned in the previous part of the question, so you will also know it on exam day, don't worry. The farm consists of different parts like the roads, the main and side path, the footpath, the farmyard, car park, fishbowl, and new barn. Besides, you can see little boxes with letters in them, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. But what are they? These letters actually are the other parts of the farm that you should listen for and write next to the numbers 15 to 20. These other parts and facilities are scarecrow, maze, cafe, black barn, covered picnic area, and feeding house. Now, in order for you to be able to match the letters to the options you have among A to I, there are some steps that you should take. The first one is, you should know exactly where you are on the map. This is to say, you should know where everything begins. So, once you get the paper, circle your location on the map, as this is where you should take off and move towards other locations. Like here, for example, as you see in the map, there's a cross on the main path saying you are here. So put your pencil there, and once the audio starts, move from that spot. Now, what's the second step after we realize where we are? Exactly. You should see if you have a compass icon on the map, because sometimes you have a compass on the map that shows you the cardinal directions. Like you see here, you have north, south, east, west. Northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest. So in the map, you will hear, for example, walk to the southwest of the new barn. Or the cafe is located at the north entrance to the farm. Sometimes, however, you don't have such directions and you will just hear, for example, the park is on your left. The path branches off to the right. Okay, once you realize where you are and if you have a compass or not, the third step begins, which is that you should know the definition of some direction phrases. Like, if you take a look at the transcript of what is said during this task, you can see that some phrases are highlighted in yellow and some other phrases are in green. You should know that they are the direction phrases. It means that they show you where you should go and where something is located. So you should make sure to understand them well. Otherwise, you will get the answer wrong. As you see here, we have to your right, at the beginning of, on your left, in the corner, beside, ahead of you, opposite, to the right, further up, on the first bend, by, where the path first bends, near, go towards, turn right, walk along, take the side path to the right, cross the bridge, walk along to the left of. Some of these phrases are highlighted in yellow and some other in green. The reason is that the yellow ones talk about location, which means that they are in a place and don't move. But the green ones are about movement, which means that you are moving. So you need to be mindful of these different prepositions and phrases. Okay guys, now that we have taken these very necessary steps, it's time to get some practice and see if we can get the answer to some of these questions. So I read the transcript for you and then we try to find the answer together, okay? Now let me give you some idea of the layout of the farm. The building where you bought your tickets is the new barn, immediately to your right. And we are now at the beginning of the main path to the farmland. And of course, the car park is on your left. The scarecrow you can see in the car park in the corner beside the main path is a traditional figure for keeping the birds away from crops. But our scarecrow is a permanent sculpture. It's taller than a human being, so you can see it from quite a distance. Okay, so in the beginning we are told where we are, and we can also simply see it written on the map. Then we should listen for the location of number 15, which is the scarecrow. It was then mentioned that it is in the car park in the corner beside the main path. When we hear in the car park, we may guess that it could be either F or I. Then it says in the corner, and the only option in the corner is F. And then when it says beside the main path, we just make sure it is definitely F. Now, let's move on to the number 16. Here's a transcript. If you look ahead of you, you'll see a maze. It's opposite the new barn, beside the side path that branches off to the right, just over there. The maze is made out of hedges which are too tall for young children to see over them, but it's quite small, so you can't get lost in it. Now, looking for the maze, first it says that it's opposite the new barn, which means if the new barn is on one side of the path, the maze would be on the other side. So I guess it could be G, but I don't give the answer to it right away. You shouldn't either. Remember, wait until you hear all the explanation about the given item and then decide, because the speaker may change the answer in the last second. So as we keep listening, it says, it's beside the side path that branches off to the right. So as we are on the main path, the only path that goes to the right is the one between New Barn and G. So we can definitely say that G is the maze. So this is how you should answer the questions in a map, following the speaker step by step on the map with your pencil. Very well guys, in this video we learned the strategies on how to tackle a map question in IELTS listening. To learn all the other techniques that can bring you a 7 and above, you can visit our website and get help from our listening course. Stay tuned and see you very soon. IELTS listening multiple choice question, maps, and the ones in section 4 are your main problems, aren't they? Don't worry, we teach you how to deal with all the different question types in IELTS listening test. Just click the link and join us.